Hi everyone. So as we practice sense making in a uncertain environment where there are many unknowns, where we ourselves may be feeling out of balance, we may be feeling exhausted from putting in a lot of effort, we may be feeling disheartened because we can't quite see the results coming through in the way that we thought we would. We might feel increasingly frustrated at the complexities that seem to be emerging in our environments, where there's heightened emotion, where there is a lot of ambiguity, and there are many social shifts going on at such an accelerated speed, seemingly, that it's it's no wonder that it can be so cluttered in our own sense making, that when we put ourselves in the midst of the whole and we see that there are many of us that are all doing our own sense making in this very unusual, unpredictable environment, that it is no wonder that there are many, many questions that may emerge that we may not know how to answer. And so my curiosity right now is, how do we hold the space for the questions that we cannot answer right now? Because my observation is that even the way that we've been educated, there is kind of a very, often there is a linear path of inquiry. There is a question or a hypothesis, and then we move through the process of exploring it, researching it, proving it, disproving it, and then we come to a point in time solution or answer. And what I'm wondering about is, how do we hold the question and the discomfort in not knowing the answer together? And sometimes the not knowing the answer is actually really very important in terms of being able to open up into the next level of inquiry, rather than closing off and going down a certain path, looking in that tunnel for the answer. The asking of more questions, sitting in the discomfort of not knowing what the answer is, can potentially open us up into a much broader spectrum of possibility. And so I'm wondering, as you sit in your work meetings, how might the open inquiry of we don't really know, and what might that mean? What might that mean? And how does that get brought into the exploration in a really curious way, in a way that is potentially exactly the right next step for being able to open into the possibility and potential that is really accessible to us all. Thanks very much for spending this time with me, and may you have a magical work day every day.